And what we did this year is we broadened our focus to not only include young sole parents, but what we also saw is that we had an opportunity to impact young Māori and young people with health and disability conditions. We partnered with ATEED, the local economic development agency here in Auckland, to deliver the Future Ready Summit in July, which looked at how we can more effectively bring young people into our businesses and the social impact that sits around that. And we were really pleased to have 250 employers and a number of our members and those involved in social impact who actually attended that event. And the feedback was really good in terms of it being practical and providing good insights to move on. The other area that we've really focused on in terms of partnerships is taking an intentional approach to brokering relationships in the different areas and regions that we've focused social impact on. And we've achieved more than 15 employment outcomes across the membership. What we saw is that Z created a relationship with an organisation on the ground in the Hawke's Bay that works very closely with young unemployed people, and they brought Shane Tamaki on. Shane had been on, he was 19 years old, had been on job seeker support for a number of years, had a number of different barriers in terms of his ability to engage with the labour market, and had been working with Lift Social Enterprise on work preparedness, work readiness for quite a few months. Prior to being placed into Z, he was actually doing some seasonal work in the horticulture industry just to get into the practice of being able to get up and go to work every day. Yep. So he did some seasonal work there, and Z Energy contacted Lift and said, we're looking for someone. Shane had a lot of potential. They took him on as a forecourt attendant. On his first day, he actually got a $20 tip. Yeah, a $20 tip. He wants to buy a car, he wants to live independently. Financially, he's still getting his head around budgeting and managing his money. And so Z Energy really has gone the extra mile and is working with him on a money management plan and offering things like loan agreements so that he can achieve those two goals that he's really looking for. And we, through Lift, we're heavily engaged with Shane to provide ongoing pastoral support and to support Z Energy and the work that they're doing with him. And that's been really successful for everyone involved. And Z has also taken on a number of the other Lift customers as well, and they've been really successful placements. That most of the members that we have been working with have formed relationships with the right types of organisations on the ground where they can actually find these unemployed young people that we want to bring into our businesses. So they'd form those relationships. And why that's important is because as SBC, it's not that helpful for us to be having to be constantly in that role of project manager and brokering relationships. We need to know that our projects are sustainable and that they have the life of their own. We've developed a checklist, a toolkit, for our members. And it looks at all of those key stages to thinking about and then acting on employing a traditionally disadvantaged or excluded young person, bringing them into your business. It sort of tells you the different channels that you can use in your own location to actually find where these young people are, because that's something we hear a lot, is we want to hire them, we don't know where to find them, we don't know how to find them. So right from that end through to, okay, we've successfully recruited, how do we retain this person? And it's sharing some of those insights like what Z has done with Shane Tamaki. My big piece of advice in terms of working in the social impact space and looking to hire the young people that we want to hire into our businesses is just start. Just start. Just even start with one person, because that's enough. And as I said, I'm associated with Lift Social Enterprise in the Hawke's Bay, and we've got a really small team. There's only 8 in our team, and 3 of those staff members are our previous customers. So if a small business like that, a small startup like that can do it, we all can. We all can.